Hello everybody, I'm very happy to be with you today. My name is Alaa El-MANSY. I'm a certified English teacher. I've been teaching English for more than 23 years. Today's session will be very helpful, especially for American diploma students on their SAT, ACT, and EST exam. So let's start. Hello everybody, today's session will be about pronouns. It is one of the mostly tested topics on the SAT, ACT, and EST exams. So let's start. Hello everybody, our lesson today is about pronouns, especially pronouns antecedent agreement. What do you mean by pronoun antecedent agreement? This means that if we are talking about a singular noun, so we use a singular pronoun, and if we are talking about a plural noun, we are using a plural pronoun. For example, if I'm talking about Jack is my best friend, I say he always helps me. But if I'm talking about Jack and Andrew are my best friends, they are always helping me. So in the first example, I'm talking about Jack, I use the he because I'm talking about a singular noun. But in the second one, Jack and Andrew, I'm talking about a plural noun, so I use the they. You're talking about a plural noun, so I use the plural pronoun. If I say a camera is on my desk, it is made in Japan. I'm talking about a single word which is a camera, so I'm using the word it. It is made in Japan. I'm using about a single camera, so I say it is made in Japan. But if I say there are many cameras on my desk, they are made in Japan. Here in the second example, I'm talking about cameras or many cameras. I'm talking about a plural noun, so I use a plural pronoun referring to them, saying they are made in Japan. So let's move to some examples or some tricky examples that come so often on the SAT, ACT, and EST exams. So let's start. Here, in this example, I say that scientists have long known that soot particles facilitate melting by darkening snow and ice, limiting its ability to reflect the sun's rays. First of all, you know that it's means it is. And it is followed by either a verb in the ing form or an adjective. Like when I say it's raining outside. Here, it means it is raining outside. When I say it's nice today, here I mean it is nice today. So can I say it is ability? Of course not. This is the first one to eliminate. And you know that it's is okay there for the place and there for plural noun. Okay? Here it's is a singular pronoun. There for the place we will eliminate it. So I can say either its ability or their ability. So I'm talking about the ability of what? You have to ask yourself this question. You are talking about snow and the ice. I'm talking about snow and ice. Can I say talking about snow and ice, referring them by its ability or their ability? You got it. Very good. I'm saying their ability. Why not its? Because its is used with a singular noun. But here I'm talking about a plural noun. I'm talking about snow and ice, two things. I can't refer them by its, but the correct one is there. So scientists have long known that soot particles facilitate melting by darkening snow and ice, limiting their ability to reflect the sun's rays. I'm talking about snow and ice. This is the first one. You got it? Thank you. Okay, let's move to another example. Okay, question 44. We will start by reading the sentence from the very beginning because today's students can expect to hold multiple jobs during our lifetime. I'm talking about what? I'm talking about today's students. Can I say they can expect to hold multiple jobs during our time? I'm talking about the students. It is not our time. It is what? Very good. It is their time. So they can expect to hold multiple jobs during their time. Why not A? Because it is not our time. Why not one's? Because he's not talking about one. Why not his or her? Because his or her can use with a student only, not the students, with a singular noun. For example, when I say a student is singing in the room, his or her voice is very nice because I'm not knowing, or I don't know whether he's a girl or a boy, so I can say his or her. If it is singular, I say his or her. But if it is plural, I can say his or her. Because I'm talking about today's students, it's a plural noun, so I use a plural pronoun. I'm talking today's students and their time, their lifetime, not our, not one's, not his or her, but it's their. So there is the right one. Got it? Thank you. Let's move back again to my favorite technique. I have a favorite technique for American diploma students and for whoever studies English, which is what? Which is the POE, process of elimination. You can eliminate certain answers quickly. Okay, so let's apply my favorite technique on this question. Okay, when I say these Harvey houses was, we can of course cross out what is between the two commas. Okay, these Harvey houses was unique for its high standards of service and quality. Okay, of course, you eliminated two answers. Which answers did you eliminate? Very good. Can I say these Harvey houses was? Of course not. Can I say these Harvey houses was? Of course not. So we crossed out, we eliminated two answers very quickly and very easily, because I am not talking about a singular thing. I'm talking about Harvey houses, which is a plural subject. Can I say houses was? Of course not. I can say these Harvey houses were. But again, we have a problem. We have two choices containing were. We can say were unique for their, which is B, or were unique for its, which is D. Is it a problem? Absolutely not, because you are now very familiar with pronouns and we are talking about houses. I can't refer back to houses using its, but I'm talking about houses. Houses were unique for their. I'm talking about a plural subject, so we can refer back to them using a plural verb and a plural pronoun. Got it? Thank you. The test makers sometimes play a trick on students. You know, it is very familiar to start with the noun and then you refer back to the noun with the pronoun. Like for example, if it is a singular noun, we use a singular pronoun. If it is a plural noun, you use a plural pronoun. But what if he started the sentence with the pronoun, not the noun? He's playing at رسوناك. Sorry. من أول بطني. But what if he started the sentence with the pronoun, not the noun? He is playing a trick on us, starting with the pronoun. What can we do? Let's see. At its best, the system can give creators direct access to millions of potential backers. So the antecedent here is what is after the comma, because here he's talking about at its best. At its best, the best of what? The best of the system. Okay, so can I say at it is best? We mentioned before that this is it is. Can I say at it is best? Of course not. So A is wrong. What about C? Have you seen C before? Of course not. It's wrong English. So whenever you see it's like this, eliminate it. Because you know, it does not exist. It's wrong English. There's no word in English like ITS apostrophe. No, it is not there. Eliminate it directly whenever you see it. Okay, so we leave now two answers, which is B, it's, and which is D there. I'm talking about the best of what? Of the system. System is a singular noun, so I have to use the singular pronoun. So the right answer is at its best, because I'm talking about the system. Okay? And if you converted the sentence, it will read like this. The system can give creators direct access to millions of potential backers at its best. The best of the system. So here, I'm talking about the system. So the right answer is B. I think now you got the trick. He will play in you on your SAT, SAT, and EST exam, starting with the pronoun. So you have to look for the noun or the antecedent, okay? And it is placed directly after the comma, because you know the first sentence will be a modifying sentence, and then you spot it out like when you see the comma, and then what is after the comma is your antecedent or the noun you are focusing on. So you have to focus on what is coming after the comma. If it is singular, so use a singular pronoun. If it is plural, so you have to use a plural pronoun. Here, what comes after the comma is the system. The system is singular, so we use a singular pronoun, which is it's, not it is. So I can say at its best, the system can give creators direct access to millions of potential backers. Got it? Thank you. Let's move to a little bit complicated question that came on the exam, and it was a little bit tricky. So let's see what the test makers did and how to deal with such questions. Let's read the question first, and I let you know how to deal with the question. Okay? By virtue of their medical training, PAS can perform many of the jobs traditionally done by doctors. Okay? So, here again, he started the sentence with what? With the pronoun. And you have to look for the antecedent. You have to look for the noun that goes with the pronoun. And what is the noun here? What is your antecedent? Excellent. What is after the comma? What is after the comma is PAS. What is the meaning of PAS? Is it singular, plural? I don't know. So it's abbreviation for something. It is abbreviation for something. So you have to look for what is PAS. Okay? If you read the preceding sentence, you can see PAS here. One promising avenue has been greater reliance on physician assistants. So what is PAS? PAS is physician assistants. So by virtue of their medical training, I'm talking about what? PAS, physician assistants. Singular or plural? Of course it is plural. So can I say their for the place? Of course not. Can I say his or her? Of course not. Can I say they are medical training? Of course not. I'm talking about their. I use a possessive pronoun, which is their, because I'm talking about the PAS, medical training. Physician assistants, medical training. So by virtue of their medical training, PAS can perform many of the jobs traditionally done by doctors. Got it again? Thank you. One of my favorites, a very tricky question on pronouns or pronoun antecedent agreement. Very tricky? Yes, very tricky. Why do I say very tricky? You'll see by yourselves. Okay, let's see the question first, and then you'll find it very tricky. Okay, here, in my question here, necessary to support him or her. I'm talking about what? Of course, you'll be reading the sentence from the very beginning. I'm talking about the bacteria. I'm talking about what? Again, I'm talking about the bacteria. Okay? I'm sorry for interrupting all of you. Bacteria is a singular noun or a plural noun? Bacteria. Okay, is it singular? So what is the plural? Is it plural? So what is the singular? I don't know. You know, bacteria is a Latin word. So bacteria is a plural noun. And what is the singular? Bacterium. I'm sorry. So in order to know the exam, or in order to see the answer on such a tricky question, do I have to study Latin before coming to the exam? Of course not. If you need to see whether bacteria is a singular noun or a plural noun, you have to see the verb and the pronouns related to the sentence. So let's read it again. The bacteria have a plural verb. So bacteria is a plural noun. Because I say the bacteria, the test makers say the bacteria have. You know that have is a plural verb and it goes with a plural subject. So bacteria is plural, of course, because they say the bacteria have. So I'm talking about what? I'm talking about a plural subject. Again, the bacteria have evolved to use hydrogen sulfide instead of sunlight for the energy that drives their metabolic processes. And the hydrothermal venting is the source of chemical soup necessary to support the bacteria. So I can refer to the bacteria with a plural pronoun. Can I say him or her? No. Can I say one? No. Most of the students quickly chose it because they thought that bacteria is a singular noun, but it is not. It is a plural. So I can say it referring to bacteria because it is a plural subject. So I use a plural pronoun for the plural noun, which is bacteria. Bacteria have and they're so necessary to support them because I'm talking about bacteria. Got it? Thank you very much. Okay, at the end of our session, I hope that you understood well. I hope that my session was very helpful to you. And please don't forget to like my channel, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you again.